my best month with P2P only being like two months in. This is my second month. I've made upwards of 18 to 20k.
All right, dude, and that's not a bad flipping.
No, not at all.
Sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back to the video. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content that we've been putting out. It's been really great. We've been loving the support and the comments that have been coming in. So today we're talking about the worst month that I've had in Forex trading and Keenan's worst month that he's had in P2P.
So can we get going on Forex side of things?
Yep.
I'd love to know what influenced your worst month. Was it something to do with your mental state? Was it something to do with your life during that time?
Yep.
Or was it just the markets itself? Were you making silly decisions? Where did it start?
Yeah, for sure. So, wow, my worst month would probably be, I made only around like 3,000 Rand for that month.
Okay.
And that month was pretty bad because it was December time. You know, my mental state was, let me go out to party, let me go chill with the bros, let me just have a good time. And I was trying to trade as well. Like I put money in my trading account and I tried to flip that, of course, knowing it's December time and knowing like I need money to have a good time. So I actually ended up losing money and almost...
Was that stress, obviously, from stress? Yeah.
Just me over trading and over leveraging and just trying to make a quick bag, obviously taking advantage of the leverage and taking advantage of my lot sizes and just not sticking to my plan. Like every day would just be something different. There'd be a party here, a party there, and I'd be looking at the markets and not even be thinking of, okay, wait, so I have a plan in place, I need to follow these certain steps. I'm just thinking, let me just enter, quickly withdraw and go party with the bros.
Yeah.
And
so you almost lose focus in a sense. It's like you get stuck in the partying. If I can divert a little bit, similar to me with the P2P, I think that also made a really bad month. Being at the Jawls, being out with mates, being even just going to a braai, like you want to be social, so you don't want to be on your cell phone the whole time. You don't want to be focusing on these things. And unfortunately, with our industries that we're in, you kind of have to be there all the time. Yeah, you have to be present.
Like monitoring what's going on. Like, is there any fundamental news, or is crypto? Are we panic selling now? Like, what's happening?
Okay, right. So now that I've learned a little bit about your worst month in Forex, can I ask you a little bit about the P2P side? I know you're not too deep into P2P yet.
Yeah.
You said, how long have you been doing P2P now?
I've only been doing P2P for about 3 months now, going on 3 months.
Yeah.
So I would say P2P has been great.
Yeah.
I've been able to make much more than I thought I would.
Okay.
Starting out. Obviously there's a little bit of risk going in and a little bit of hesitation, I should say. But it's been great so far. Yeah, loving it. A bad, I want to say, con about it is, a negative about P2P is you have to be monitoring and making sure that books are in order and payment PDFs are in order and IDs and stuff. Just
Receipts,
KYC,
KYC, yeah.
For the trade, for it to be legitimate, of course.
So, look, I can agree with you, but I will say one thing. It's also a positive. In my experience, I've been trading now for almost 2 years, and I think, dude, if you've got all these receipts and you've got all your KYC, you can look at it as negative because it's a lot of legwork, right?
For sure,
It's a lot of mental strain. It's a lot of numbers that you're working with, and on top of that, like, filing stuff is not fun. I hate sitting at the computer and doing my printing and stuff, but I would do that any day over a normal job, right?
Yeah.
But my point I'm trying to get to is, dude, if you've got all of this, it keeps you in line. It keeps you in line with the regulations aside. It also just it protects your back. You're safe on your end of things. And if you have your books in order, like, that's a pro.
It's a positive.
It's a pro for you, because if you don't have your books in order, then later down the line, it might not be immediately, but 5 years time, 3 years time, you're gonna get hit with quite a nasty little bill, or you know. So I think that's important. I would say, dude, if you're able to keep your books in order, right? Have an accountant, have somebody there, even mentor side of things. That's why we're here at Quick Trader. Is we'll also help you just have all your ducks in a row, basically.
Systems and structures.
Systems and structures in place, like we were speaking about earlier, with regards to being consistent and also just having a plan. You need to go into P2P as much as you do in Forex. I would say you need to go into P2P with a plan. With that being said, what would you say is a positive impact of your P2P journey? Like, what has been one thing that's outshined the Forex industry?
That would probably be the consistent income and money coming in.
Okay.
Like, there's no risk. Like you said, if you have your systems and structures in place, there's no risk to you at all. It's just now your money is working for you and it's compounding.
Yeah, so then you almost start building an annuity income.
Yeah, a second stream of income.
100%. It could be a main stream of income. I retract the annuity income statement, because I think for P2P to be an annuity income stream, your money needs to be working for you, and you need to be able to just kind of micromanage it.
Yeah.
With P2P, unfortunately, you can't just micromanage it, because
for sure, because it's your own business. It's your P2P business.
You're pushing all the time, man, and that's the thing. You've got to stay on track. You've got to stay on top of things. Like we were saying a little bit earlier, clients, if you're not on time for your clients, they're just going to go somewhere else.
They're going to find someone else.
Exactly, dude. And you find some really good clients, I would say. You find gents that are very slow and they chilled. They know, okay, cool, the trust is there. The relationship is built. Your business is legit, and they'll come to you. I have a guy that would leave money with me for 3 days. And then, as mentioned, some guys will message me fucking 5 minutes after and be like, hey, where's my money? Where's my crypto? Because it's just a distrust thing.
So, Keenan, brother, what was your best month with P2P?
Dude, I've had a crazy good month with P2P. In the past, it was quite difficult, like, just to gauge it. But when I did crunch numbers, you definitely hit a 6-figure mark. So I'm in a ballpark it in the range of like 60 to 80, I would say, and that was over a month on its own. I would say I've had actually better months. Sometimes I don't keep track, because you're so focused on the clients, you're so focused on just getting everything done and getting your books done. It's one of those things where when you're grafting, you're really grafting, and you don't notice the positives until you've stopped and taken a break for a little bit.
Yeah, you made 70 to 80k in just a month.
Yeah, that was towards the business, and to be honest, dude, that money can be blown just as quickly as it can be made. But I wanted to ask you, what was your best month in P2P so far?
Sure. My best month with P2P, only being like two months in, this is my second month, I've made upwards of 18 to 20k.
All right, dude, and that's not a bad flipping...
No, not at all.
Sorry, that's not a bad segment there to take.
Sure.
It's a nice little profit cut. Now, I wanted to drift off a little bit on topic here and ask you, have you got a savings plan for your P2P?
Not right now, no. Okay. But I definitely want to implement that into my system.
So can I give you a little bit of advice that might also help our viewers out there?
For sure, yeah.
So I've spoken about this previously, but usually what I would do, I hate loaning from my business. I think it's wrong, because you're basically staggering your progress. But if you need something like an asset, or you want to invest and you do want to just take a portion out, usually what I would say is 10% of what you've made for the month. Right? you can give yourself that kind of bracket, and then you can decide like if you want to go top end and take 100% of that 10% out, or even just half it, dude. But I would say you need to have big money to take big money out.
For
right?
sure, definitely.
So that's a good savings plan, is always just have a percentage and a set percentage. Even when you are working with the bigger money, right? Keep your numbers low, like keep your overheads as low as possible.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be a leech to your business.
No, not at all. But you also want to be paying yourself from your business.
You want to pay yourself a salary, 100%.
Yeah.
So make it a consistent thing. Have a set number. Like for me, I was earning 5K, right? And the most I paid myself out over an entire month was about 10 to 15. That was it. I can have some great months, but as I said, you can't take so much out of your business, dude.
For sure.
So yeah, and also be in debt to yourself. Make a note and send yourself a quote. Send yourself a quote to say, hey, cool, you owe yourself
you got to pay that
5K.
back.
If you've taken that 5K out, you owe it back to yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not even to yourself, it's to your business.
To your business, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
So-
that's what P2P brings, is you become your own boss.
You become your own boss.
Yeah, your own boss or an employee of your business, because you're making sure your business is running.
You have to keep that flowing. You're doing all the legwork, right? So that's important, man. Guys, thank you so much for viewing the episode. Nolan, thank you so much for being on the pod this evening.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Thank you, man. I would just like to say, can you guys please hit the like and subscribe button? There's a notification bell in the corner. Please don't forget to ding. And we've got new episodes coming out every single day. So we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you.